Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Vampire Diaries. This is episode 14 of season 6. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. I am pumped, mate, literally, to get into today's episode. You know, this season's been fantastic. You know, literally, we've had a good character introduction of Kai. He feels so good. He's literally coming in, dominating the show. He's scary, he's funny, he's strange. You know, he's literally switching personalities left and right. I don't know what I'm going to get. He's keeping me on edge. It's fantastic. We've got Liv and Luke, who was introduced last season, the twins. They was pretty much trying to be used as a merger for the Coven. Pretty much their dad wanted them to merge over Kai and Joe, because obviously they thought that Joe was going to lose to Kai, and Kai would literally head the Coven, attack everyone, kill everyone. Well, he ended up merging with Luke. He won, left Liv on her own. She was saying to Tyler, look, she's gonna go after she's gonna have to go after Kai and kill him, because he's literally going to come after her, so she's got no choice. It's pretty much stand here and wait to be killed, or go after him and kill him and take everybody out as well. Tyler said, no, I can't let you do this. She ended up whispering in his ear, put him down, taking him out. Liv, she went on a mission. She went to the Salvatores. She went there. She actually attacked Kai. She stabbed him. Kai was actually helping people this episode. How interesting was that? After he killed Luke, he absorbed some of her powers, some of his powers, and he started feeling compassionate, feeling sadness. You know, he said that he read somewhere that if you write down your feelings on a piece of paper, it helps get the emotions out, and then burn it. It feels better. He was saying his eyes was all tearing up. It was watering. He was like, "Have you guys ever had this where just water just gushes out of your eyes?" And the lady was like, what, you was crying? He was like, yeah, that's it, that's what I'm crying. You know what I mean? Because he's never had that before, obviously, because he's a psychopath. And it was just different, man. Like, they was asking him, look, we'll help you, Kai, yeah, if you help us. Yeah, if you help us get Bonnie back from the other side, we'll help you. We'll let you get past this. He was like, yeah, sure, come on, yeah, I'll do it. He was just being a good guy. He went and got the Ascendant. He repaired it. He transitioned them all through to the other side. Bonnie was there. They seen her. No, they couldn't physically speak to her. The spell, it was too strong. It was hard for him. But he could physically take them there, but not where they could touch anything. They could see Bonnie. She was watching that little videotape that she had with her and Damon. Well, the one that we seen with Damon, he didn't want Elena to see. But she was watching it, and it actually transitioned round. It was her and Damon vlogging a little bit, being well cute together. Damon was saying, look, oh, mate, she's opened that last bottle of bourbon there. We said that that's going to be our literally last glass before we literally top ourselves, do you know what I mean, if we can't hack it anymore. And she was all emotional. Bonnie, she was crying, she couldn't stand it. Liv, she managed to get to Salvatore house. She blocked a lady with Damon, put I forgot what it's called, like a shielding spell into the room that he was in. He couldn't get out. She was downstairs. She was attacking Kai. She stabbed him. He was bleeding. Then she ended up like having a fight with Jeremy. Kai threw a fork. It stabbed in the neck. Jeremy threw a knife. It stabbed in the shoulder. It literally took her down a little bit. Kai went over, I think he threw alcohol over or something, and then he went to get a candle to throw it at her to burn her, and he couldn't do it. Obviously, Luke's inside him a little bit. He absorbed some of his feelings, and he was like, come on, Kai, and he was banging his head, and he was like, come on. He couldn't do it. Literally, what a different Kai that we've seen for the literally earlier on episodes, where he's going after the little kids, trying to kill him, ripping Joel's spleen out, to this one. It's madness. And then obviously they went into the other room. Jeremy was like, look, Kai, I need you to send me back, please, and he did. He literally, while he was under all this attack, sent Jeremy back. He was there. He seen Bonnie. She was in the. She went into the garage. She turned Damon's car on. All the smoke was coming up. It's pretty much killing her. The fumes. Yeah. Well, just a little bit before that, Jeremy, he managed to pick up a map, and it showed that Kai's spell was actually working. He could physically touch it, and then it fell through his fingers and just landed spread open on the floor. And then that's when he ran to see Bonnie in the garage, and she was crying. She was saying loads of stuff. She was being emotional. She was saying, look, I can't do this. I really wish I was there for you. You know, I miss you. I want you to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. And it was sad. She was crying. Jeremy was crying. I expect you guys was crying as well. It was real emotional. And I thought she was going out. But then Jeremy managed to, Kai, you know, saviour of the day, managed to pull through a bit of that strength, and Jeremy ended up pressing the button, and the garage door opened, and Bonnie, you know, it gave Bonnie a bit of hope. She was like, no, what am I doing, let me get out of here. Literally, Bonnie got out of the garage. She was free, not dead, thankfully. She went back into the house. She seen the map on the floor, picked it up, mate. It was on the page at Damon, circled to say that's where Silas's headstone is. go there. It's got Ketsy's blood in it. Absorb the power. Get them, you know, get ready. Wait for the moon to come. Bring yourself back. Body's got a new purpose. She's on it now, mate. Last episode, she had literally no strength, no will to live. At the end of the episode, she was like, let's get home, mate. I need to get home. She's got a bigger purpose than ever. She's got more motivation. She's on a trip. She's on one. We'll end with Enzo, mate, going after... I need to learn the name, actually. Like I say, I'm shocking at learning him. But the Salvatore girl, he's playing the long game. He got Matt to sweet talk her, in and out, get in there, figuring it out. Enzo said, look, I'm playing the long game, mate. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to befriend her. I'm going to make her do things that she would never imagine. Then I'm going to get back at Stefan that way. So, mad guy Enzo. Hopefully he's in the season more with a better storyline. You know, got ages left. Literally only halfway through. I can't wait to watch today's episode. If you guys are excited, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking on my video. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Forbes. I'll be right there.
Accident up on Enquiry Bridge. Driver lost control, careened off into the water.
Who are the casualties?
Miranda and Grayson, her parents.
How interesting is that she's having flashbacks of that?
I know the graduation isn't for a few months.
Not with his academic record. Start with drug use in his freshman year.
You mean the year that his parents died? Did you see how scrawny he used to be?
No. I do recall the 4 months where he faked his own death.
Jeremy has had a rough time here.
Well, I'm sorry.
So can we try this my way now?
We already compelled him into art school. Sorry that I wanted my little brother to actually get a degree.
And it's of your opinion that it's high time for him to get the hell out of Mystic Ball.
I want to take this shot before Lark changes his mind about letting me drink. Why is Enzo still alive and why is he calling you?
Nothing you need to worry about. Jeremy's going away party. Whatever you want, it can wait today.
I take it from your abrupt pause that you either had a small stroke or Sarah walked in. Don't go blabbing details of our little arrangement around the party.
I got a call from the manager of this place. He needed someone to take pictures for the website.
Who graduated? Fine with you graduating early.
We helped the process along.
Somehow we'll all find a way to move on without you, Jeremy.
That's hilarious.
Oh, hey, just did. Put it away, you idiot.
Damon, man, he's got a good connection with everyone now.
The whole point of this is for my mom to live out the rest of her time here in a relaxed and peaceful environment.
Oh, hey, do you mind getting that?
Oh.
Why have you got the tight jeans on?
Are you going behind my back for information?
Well, hello, Stefan. What a lovely voice you have.
At least tell me if Stefan is there voluntarily or against his will.
Neither. Here because you asked him to look after me.
I'm sure that's not the only reason he's there.
Mom, look, it's okay.
I hope Caroline don't think that, honestly. I hope Caroline don't think that he's only there just because Liz asked him to. He's definitely there because he likes her. Ah, God. Seriously, man. Caroline, how do you think that?
Dying gets you a ticket out of work.
Gonna leave this job with unfinished business.
This one was me. Also me. Ooh, this one was Stefan's.
What about this one?
Isn't it funny how they just laugh it off that he kills people?
I didn't know there was an open investigation.
You and I had become friends, and I worried.
It was you.
That I was involved? No, I promise you.
Miranda me this message 2 hours before they got in that car.
I have something urgent to talk to you about. Please, call me back as soon as you can.
What the F, mate? Wow, none of us considered it. I'm not having anyone watching this considered that. Why did they drive off that bridge? Do you know what I mean? That's never once crossed my mind. I just thought, yeah, he was driving, he skidded, it flipped, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, accidents happen, it does. But now, mate, you literally sucked me right in. It just seems... Well, again, though, they still could have gone off the bridge accidentally. But if someone's killed them, no, that is some good shit. That I would be fully invested in. Imagine. Now, what else we found out is I was in the neighbourhood and I was walking by and I heard the car go off the bridge and I come over and I saved you from Stefan. Imagine it was Stefan, though. Imagine. Literally, imagine. I'm not saying it is. I'm not pointing no fingers, but that would be mad.
You know I'm a vampire, right? A big sister with nearly perfect senses who can sneak up on you without making a sound.
Rick
left. He was worried someone might recognize him when he's supposed to be dead.
Give me your lighter. Me smoking a joint with my little brother might be the most normal thing that we've done together in years.
What I found.
Check how cute that is.
This is the bike that I learned to ride on. It used to have these training wheels on the back with lights that would flash every time you pedaled. Then one day my mom took them off and said it was time to be a big girl.
Oh, the box was loose, so I figured I would fix it.
You know that you don't have to do all this, right?
Well, actually, you could have had some serious problems.
If you have someplace else you'd rather be...
I don't.
I don't know who's gagging for it more, Caroline or me, literally. I'm just here every time like, come on, come on, come on. I'm praying for it. I get goosebumps every time. When I see him in a scene, I get so excited. Like, I'm so waiting for it. I am waiting for it more than Caroline's waiting for it, literally.
A lot more fun if I had some.
Top right-hand drawer.
This is why you are a terrible sheriff.
No, I'm a terrible sheriff because one of my best friends is the perp in half my open cases.
Yeah, that.
So you both just happened to be in town the night her parents died.
Well, believe it or not, Liz, I once had a mommy too. She died around that day, and they stopped by and lay flowers.
Why do I feel like you're leaving something out?
Come here. Check this out. Why are there no skid marks at the scene of the accident? And I was the trunk full of luggage as if they were going out of town.
Let me have your car. Compel yourself a new one.
I was going to say that. You can get whatever you want now.
How many cars do you think we destroyed?
3.
They really didn't give us many fries, did they?
Yeah, they did. You just ate them all.
We're so busted.
Dude, just click ignore.
Dude, I am the world's worst sister. Mom and Dad died, and what did I do? I let you be Jenna's problem, because I couldn't deal.
I never thought that made you a bad sister. When you got better, that's when I felt the most alone.
And bonding with my brother.
I wanted to run something by you.
Jeremy and I smoked your going away present.
Stoned?
No.
This is important.
What is that strange smell? So I hear you're leaving town.
Oh, these are great. I'll send these over to my manager. Whoa, too far.
Oh my god. Obviously, I didn't take that one.
This is not a guitar.
I don't care. There's a tunnel along the river off Route 13. I want you to bring our photographer friend there. Oh, there, he said.
What the hell?
Care to reconsider my request?
Yes, Enzo's got a so much better storyline, so much better, literally, than being a little jealous person of Stefan. I mean, he kind of is, but he's doing stuff. He's actually physically doing stuff. He's not lingering on the outside trying to do one over on Stefan. He's in the action, causing chaos. It's much better.
You realize that whichever book my mom reaches for could be the last thing that she ever reads. I don't want to be held responsible for ruining her last literary experience.
I'm happy to take the responsibility.
I'm opening this.
Yes, get a steamy sesh between these, mate.
Oh, it was.
Honestly, I don't remember why we took that route home. And I had no idea that there was luggage in the trunk. You really think that there's something up with my parents' crash?
Sorry, Elena. I know I should have brought this up sooner.
I'll see if Jeremy knows anything.
I hope this is not a letdown. I hope it actually someone did drive him off the bridge.
Sure, I'll follow a guy I barely know
Innit?
into a shady tunnel.
This is Mystic Falls. This is about as dark as it gets.
About those photos. My roommate took them for her art final. I don't have a boyfriend, if that's what you were wondering.
Oh, she likes him.
I'm here. You not see me?
No.
Whoa! Oh, he's got his ring on. Fucking hell, man. Literally, the only way that would have been better, right, is if he had an electric car and it was silent and it was just a boom, like literally straight through. But that was just as good. I thought that was hilarious. But I literally always laugh at people getting killed. Me, like that is just funny. It's a typical Enzo death. Do you not think? Like literally, it's so over the top, so unnecessary, and he's clever. He's literally done that. She's going to think, how the hell is this guy survived getting ran over? And then Matt's just going to come back, all singing, all dancing. Nothing's happened to him. No scratch on him tomorrow. Just laughing, chilling. And she's going to be asking questions. It's mad.
Life isn't about your final moments. It's about the moments that led up to them.
You know, I just wanted...
Control. If anyone can control death,
Guess in there.
it's you.
I know that she asked you to look after me.
It is fucking now, Stefan. Look at this scenery.
I'm not here because your mom asked me to look after you.
Then why are you here?
Because I know what it feels like to lose a mother.
Yes.
Because when you told me you hated me, pretty much the worst thing I had heard.
Love it. Played it out so good. Literally.
One of us should probably say something.
She's so pretty, man. Literally, the best way, right, that could have ended is after that kiss then, right, instead of him saying that little scene, I would have just swiped that bottle out of his fucking hand and just necked it. It was like, fucking hell. Literally, that's what I would have done. Like, it would have been so funny. But that was perfect. They didn't force it. It was played out so nice, so natural, beautifully. The scenery was so good, and waited for it for so long, man. Literally. I'm so happy. Really happy.
What happened? I was out walking and I heard you.
I'm waiting for the stupid ambulance, but he seems bad. Like,
What you're about to see is something you've never seen before.
oh my god.
Oh, that was well good. Now she don't even know that Matt's got a ring. She don't know that Matt's part of it. She's just going to be there, bare paranoid. And then he's going to swoop in maybe tomorrow or something and be like, hi, beautiful. Like, literally, like he does, hi, gorgeous, and like go after it. He's sick, Enzo.
What happened?
Enzo's a dick is what happened.
Are you kidding me? Sit down.
What'd the sheriff want?
She wanted to talk about the night that Mom and Dad died. Mom had called her a couple of hours before the crash. She left an urgent message asking her to call back.
I used to smoke pot in my room. Mom got me that night. She said she was gonna have me arrested. That was the last time we spoke. Fighting through a door.
Nah, I'm not having that, man. Literally, it's got to be better than that.
I don't know. Miranda wanted you to bust Jeremy for smoking pot.
I mean, the roots, the skid marks.
There was a storm the day before.
That's
The storm
disappointing.
that dropped a power line across Old Miller Road, meaning the road was probably still slick. Would you mind calling Caroline and telling her she can surprise me tomorrow? I'm not really feeling up to it.
I wonder who the new sheriff's going to be. Gotta say, that is disappointing for me anyway. Like, that, it would have been so good if he was actually killed. Like, literally, if somebody diverted them off the road on purpose, if someone was trying to attack them, not like it was just raining and he just skidded. I mean, obviously I did say before, yeah, accidents can happen, but, you know, you dropped this storyline in, it got me excited, like, oh, what actually happened, do you know what I mean? Never thought about it, and then you just like, oh, it was the rain, you just like, oh, what, the rain, is that it? Do you know what I mean?
What happened? Sheriff okay?
Damon said that she's getting worse. Enzo could have killed you today. And the other day, Liv threw you across the room, and let's not forget the time that you actually died. You deserve the life of a kid whose only baggage is that he lost his parent.
I'll call you when I get to the airport and when I land.
Expect an SUV-sized package from me.
Hang on, you give me your car?
Just don't crash it, okay?
Nice PJ situation.
I do not have the energy to tell you how deeply that disturbs me.
You wanted more today, didn't you?
It would have been easier. It would have been a reason. As it is, it was just an accident. Just a stupid accident.
No.
I did everything right, Damon. I took care of my family.
Sometimes really terrible things happen to really amazing people.
A certain amount of peace, knowing I'll be one of the only people in Mystic Falls to die an ordinary death. I'm exceptionally ordinary. Caroline is anything but. She needs to know how proud I am of her.
Yeah, she will.
That's so cute.
You tell her yourself.
Thank you.
For what?
Today, for being here.
I didn't get a chance to spend much time with my mom before she died. I volunteered to write the eulogy, and then I didn't even go to the funeral.
You want a second chance? Write mine. Only do
That's
me a
going to
favor,
be a
nothing
sad
dirty.
episode.
No thanks.
I'll take that drink now.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm feeling that she's going.
Rocks or you want neat?
Damon, what happened?
She fell asleep. I couldn't wake her up. I took the window to home.
I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't get to say goodbye to my mom.
She is a good cry, Caroline. She's the best
Tyler,
one.
hey, Caroline's mom isn't doing too hot.
What did the doctor say?
The hospital says she has a DNR, so.
I should have been with her.
Caroline.
I'm her daughter, Stefan. I was supposed to give her peace. God, I don't even remember the last thing that I said to her.
You still can.
And it's like Stefan said, mate, it's not about the final moments here. It's about all the stuff that's building up. Had a great relationship. When you first turned to a vampire, you know, you was on the rocks, weren't you? You even compelled her to forget that you was a vampire because she was literally like so hardcore against it. And look how much it evolved, you know, your relationships blossom. You're so close now. And I hope just it brings a little bit of sour taste, doesn't it, to the Stefan and Caroline kiss, because now if she's going to blame herself for being with Stefan and not being with her mum, it's going to be like, no, literally, that is what cannot happen. I don't want that to happen. But if Stefan can help her get through this as well, then, you know, he's doing everything right.
Airport looks packed.
Long ass security line, too.
I don't want you to miss your flight. You have orientation tomorrow.
This is where you're headed.
I'm on it.
And you're probably gonna have to generate some art to actually sell the story.
I know I'll be fine as long as she thinks that I'm safe.
And happy. But believe it or not, you're actually an adult now. Granted, being a vampire hunter doesn't lend itself to a healthy social life.
Yeah, it turns out a social life isn't as much fun as kicking vampire ass. Alright, it's not like I'm not gonna have email or anything. If Bonnie ever comes back,
You'll be the first person I call.
Trust me, Matt, when I say facts, that bus would have been gone in England. If you didn't get on it, as soon as that door opened, it had left you.
Try to clear your mind. Your favorite memory of your mom. We're gonna live in her memories.
Stefan, man. You're getting points here.
Can't do it.
Just pedal.
Don't let go, Mommy.
I won't.
Oh, every kid says that, innit?
Don't let go. I'm not ready.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I feel well tired, Caroline, mate. At least she's got Stefan now. That was a good ending, mate. Little touch and turn off. Great stuff. Literally, what do you put in it? My question is, what do you put in a thumbnail? Do I put something in relation to Liz? Because she deserves it, man. Literally. Like, rest in peace, Liz. But do you put Caroline and Stefan? Get in there. We got the first kiss. Why have you done this to me? Like, literally, I am just literally here now, like, thinking, oh, what's going to overshadow it, mate? I don't know. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Now, let's be honest, this show does fantastic with deaths. You know, if you're a character that people like, you get a good send-off. Everybody gets a perfect send-off. If you look at it, we had a great send-off for Alaric. We've had a nice send-off for Liz. We had a good send-off for Bonnie when they thought that she was dead. Even, well, she was obviously alive on the other side. Jeremy could see her, but everybody come round. They all stood there. They had memories. Catherine, she had a good send-off. You know, I personally think anyway, it was 50-50 Catherine's, like, because it wasn't really her send-off episode, but it was. I enjoyed it when everyone was taking the shots. They was all saying stuff about it. It makes you reminisce about her. And then when she went, you know, she come round, she was telling everybody how she improved them, made them a better person, and then she obviously left. I think they do the death scenes absolutely great. The best death scene to me in the whole show was is Rose's. Like, literally, I mean, she wasn't even a main character. She was just in for 6 episodes or something. But I don't think you could beat that death me. It was perfect. Just, to me, it's showing how much Damon improved as a character. His progression, literally, from that point on, has been absolutely immense. He's got connections with everybody. He's so tight with everyone. Literally, if you look at him, his relationship with his brother is so much stronger now. It's better than ever. You know, he's got a relationship with Alaric. He's tight with Bonnie. Look at them, how cute they are. Like, literally, they progress so much. He's obviously with Elena. Even Caroline, man, she used to hate him. Do you remember the day I stopped telling you, yeah, that he's not good for you? Is the day I stopped being your best friend. Look how much they've changed now. Him and Liz, you know, he done so much for this episode. He's so nice. He was saying that, you know, he was supposed to write the eulogy at his mum's funeral, and he didn't end up going, and she asked him to write it for her funeral. Do you know what I mean? He's literally, even with Jeremy, how many times has he killed Jeremy? Yeah, and he gave him that spliff, and then he was like, they just had like a bit of banter as well between them. He's improved so much, Damon, and yeah, I love it. But let's like, it's not about Damon this episode, it's about Liz. You know, she had a great send-off. I feel sorry for Caroline, I really do. I wonder how she's going to deal now with her mum passing. You know, she's a person that cares for everyone so much. She's so, like, wants to be in control of every situation. She thought that, you know, she never got to see her mum again, but she managed to get that nice memory in at the end. You know, they could both go out, like, happily, knowing that she had a good... Well, she had a perfect memory. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to have one final memory, why not be something so good like that? Literally, even Liz was there, like, mummy, and she was like, you know, you're free now, Caroline. Something like that. It was just great. Caroline now has finally kissed Stefan. I love it. It wasn't forced. It was beautiful. Scenery was good. Music was great. It was slow. Connection was perfect. Just Stefan, you know, he didn't even dive in. It was so slow. She was like, you don't have to be here just because my mum told you to. He's like, look, I'm not here because your mum told me to. Yeah, I'm here because of you, because you told me that you hated me, and literally that is the thing that's hurt me the most in years, mate. And she's like, well, we both know I didn't really mean it. Everyone knows, even Stefan knows that he didn't mean it, but it was warranted. It was warranted, and it did need to be said. Sometimes you need something to like that spark, you know, and then he brushed her hair behind her ears, you know, grabbed the hand and gave her a kiss, and it was just great. I loved it. They're so good together. Let's hope that we progress now forward. You know, we're on season 6, midway through. I know they got one full season and then only like a 16 episode season 8. So let's not end that relationship now. Let's just go full steam ahead of it. There's no reason to finish it. We've got Damon and Elena and Stefan and Caroline. Let's go down that route, you know. Enzo, loving it. Guy's getting a solid storyline. Not being I mean, he is still jealous, like, of Stefan, it seems. And he's doing all this to get back at him. But he's not just a jealous guy sat in a corner just being boring. Yeah, he's actually a guy who's doing something, making a stance. He's doing impactful things, mate. It was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious when he was like, I'm here. And Matt's like, where are you? Boom, mate. Get took out. Literally. But I thought he was going to die. I thought he was going to let Matt die and then he was going to come back like the next day or something and she was going to be absolutely baffled. Well, no, Enzo didn't do that. He turned up, oh yeah, I was just walking, I heard it, what's going on? Oh yeah, I can save him, but you've never seen this before, so promise you don't get scared. Boom, change into a vampire, feeds Matt. He comes back around, bang, he shoots off, you know. Now she's in panic station, isn't she? You know, if she tells somebody, she's going to sound crazy. Let's be honest, in real life, if she told, oh, I've seen a vampire, it's kind of like Lucifer when he showed the devil face to someone, and they all go mad, and when he try to tell everybody that the devil's real, everyone's like, mate. This guy, he is crazy. He's on one, and that's the same. Obviously, we've a lot of vampire attacks here in Mystic Falls. It might not be as you know, as strange if someone's like, oh, I've seen a vampire, XYZ. You know, people might actually believe it. But in terms of it, she's probably going to think that she's crazy as well. Now, it's interesting that she said to Matt, no, in relation to the photos that you just seen previous, which we didn't get to see him. I'm guessing it's just a picture of her in like a bikini or some underwear or something, you know, like someone's took of her and Matt's seen it on the camera. That's a problem when you give somebody else your cameras. They always flick too far, don't they? Literally, whether it's your phone or it's like, just look at those 2 pictures, 5 pictures later, they're still swiping. You know, literally everybody does it. And she was like, yeah, I don't have a boyfriend, if that's what you was thinking. So she is kind of, you know, she's getting into Matt there. Matt's a good looking chap as well, let's be honest, right? Every single person cast on this show, whether a male or female, they're all stunners. And you know what? I'd be all for it. If she's going to be in the show, I said it when Nadia was here, let's give Matt a girlfriend, you know, let's give him a side character. Let's give the people that are just the fringe characters a bit more relevance, you know, so like you can have them more in situations. If you a couple, you know, you kind of more drawn in, more relevant. No, Liv, maybe she's gone completely. After Tyler said, don't, you know, like, I don't want to see you again. No Tyler. No Bonnie. After, literally, Bonnie's last episode, after she nearly killed herself, found information about Silas's headstone, and she was, boom, on her way. We didn't even get one reference to it. And Jeremy, you know. Actually, let's forget Jez a sec. Let's go to Elena's parents going off the bridge. Pretty gutted, yeah. Personally, me, that you dropped that in there. Again, this is kind of like I said with Elena's dad. Last season, when he was dropped in, that he had he was in a picture with Megan on the phone, and I said, oh mate, is that literally the only reason that he was in it? Is that Elena was like 5 and she went downstairs and she seen him doing experiments downstairs. There was no, it didn't have to be him, because by putting it as Elena's dad, you get invested and you're like, oh, what is he alive? What's going on? Twists and turns, and he's like, oh no, nothing. Literally nothing. It didn't make no significance. It could have been literally Bob from your local shop. You know what I mean? It didn't have to be Elena's dad. And again here, you know, the case that was unsolved, the one that the sheriff was trying to do, it was Elena's mum and dad, and potentially it wasn't an accident. And I'm like, oh mate, you know what happened here? If it's not an accident, who's drove them off the road? Turns out it's just a bit of rain, and the floor was and the road was getting done. And you know, the reason why there was no skid marks is because obviously it's sleet. They've gone off the bridge, and it's like, oh, literally, like, did it have to be Elena's family again? Do you know, like, why are you dragging me in there and then just like give me just a little crappy ending? But I'm not gonna slag it off. This episode was full of like great stuff. You got Liz sadly passing, but having good memories with Caroline, and then we've got obviously Caroline and Stefan finally cementing it with a kiss, and then Jeremy, he's left. I feel like he's gone now, Jeremy, and I think that he's going to die. Maybe. You know what? He's probably not going to die. I think he's going to come in every now and again, like a Larry, drop in one or two episodes in the final 2 seasons. Guy's off being a vampire hunter instead of going to school or like drawing school or whatever you want to call it, art school. He's going around like killing vampires, a mad guy. So I feel like one's going to take him out sooner or later. But that is going to wrap up today's episode. It was a really good one. I enjoyed it. Lots of information. Literally. Enzo, Liz, Caroline. Great stuff. Thanks for watching my video today. If you guys did enjoy it, please smash the like and the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.